Going on? Did a great job, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Madhouse TV, live. DJ Vinny Dice in the house with you once again. You know, when you're on live TV, you got to make sure everything is right.
Thank you for coming on the show.
It's your pleasure. Today, I have a special guest with me, Mr. Johnny Lala, backup singer from the Delphonics. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Lala. Brooklyn, New York, my hometown. This isn't no Jersey Shore stuff. This is real reality TV at its finest. Do you think that you have what it takes? Because I don't know what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brooklyn, New York, cousin. How you doing? Listen, it's all about the way you present yourself. What else you need to know? Here we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DJ Vinny Dice Show, only right here at Madhouse TV, April 19th. Want to wish everybody out there a very happy Easter, as this is our Easter show, so to speak. And got a great show for you here today. No doubt about it, the guy we're going to introduce you after commercial is someone who's been around the business for a very long time. I think you're going to enjoy the show. But first, I have to introduce my co-host, Enzio.
Hello, Vinny.
Welcome.
I'd like to wish everybody a happy Easter out there.
Very nice of you.
For everyone here at Madhouse TV, happy Easter to all.
All right. Now, something interesting on the drive here today.
Yes.
You said.
Oh, very interesting.
Well, forget about that. I'm talking. Why? What's the matter?
No, go ahead.
You don't like the way I drove?
No, go ahead. Continue.
Okay. I didn't hit the lady. Close.
I'm just grateful I made it here in one piece. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. But something disturbed me a little bit. You said to me, you took your wife out for a fish dinner. And I said, oh, that's great.
Well, there we go.
No. I said, where did you go?
Wendy's.
You don't take your wife for a fish dinner at Wendy's.
Why not?
What do you mean? What kind of fish did you have? How was it prepared?
Codfish fillet. That's what she wanted. That's why I took her.
How was it prepared?
Regular fish sandwich. A little ketchup.
Ketchup?
On a roll.
And on that note, we're going to go to our Ask Enzio. We do it every week here, and we got a few emails, and see what we got. Okay. First one is from Ken from Bayonne, New Jersey. Ken wants to know, if you had a choice to hang out with anyone in the world for one day, who would that person be?
Oh, boy. Anyone. Oh, that's...
Any one person who, somebody you might idolize, somebody you...
Well...
I got a half-hour show here.
John Bon Jovi.
You would hang out with John Bon Jovi?
Yeah.
So out of all the beautiful women in the world, you pick Bon Jovi.
You asked me.
All right, Ken, you got it, Bon Jovi. I got another one over here. Well, actually, I got two more.
Uh-huh.
Alicia from Jacksonville, Florida, says, where is your... You're going to like this one. Where is your favorite place to eat?
Oh, wow.
Please don't.
No, all kidding aside
All kidding aside.
Okay. My favorite place to eat will probably be Chow Baby.
Chow Baby.
Yeah.
What do they serve there?
It's an Italian place, Italian restaurant.
So like an Italian restaurant?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And the last one is Doug from Wyoming.
Okay.
Wants to know if you ever graduated high school.
Did I ever go? Of course.
Huh?
Yes, I did.
What high school? Well, tell the guy.
Valley Stream North High School.
You graduated?
In Valley Stream, yes.
Did you go on to college?
No, I didn't.
So after Valley Stream?
After Valley Stream, I went to get a job in a supermarket.
So you've been in
And I've been there ever since.
How long?
40 years.
40 years. In what capacity?
Dairy and frozen foods.
So you've been doing the dairy and frozen foods for 40 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Straight out of the freezer, I'm here.
Well, that's our Ask Enzio this week. We hope you enjoyed it. What we're going to do right now is We're going to take a short commercial break. And when we come back from commercial, we're going to introduce our most famous guest for this afternoon. Stay right where you are. We'll be right back.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Welcome back. We're back live. DJ Vinny Dice Show, madhousetv.com. I want to thank you guys for tuning in at home. And now, I'd like to introduce our guest for today. This guy holds many hats, very talented. He's a friend of mine for many, many years. I haven't seen him for a lot of years up till today. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Jerry Russo. Jerry, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Vinny. It's nice to be on Madhouse TV.
Thank you. It's a
And
pleasure.
nice to meet you also.
Jerry.
Okay.
Same here.
I'm sure we must have passed on our times together somewhere, maybe in the freezer.
With perhaps.
If you ever
Work.
bought ice cream or eggs, you might have ran into
Well, when I was on The
Maybe.
Sopranos, we had a lot of bodies and we had to put them someplace. So
Ah.
I figured maybe we passed them over inside this.
Well, that's, we're going to touch
Could've
that one point of Jerry's career. Jerry, why don't you tell everyone, getting into The Sopranos couldn't have been easy. How did you land the part?
I had an agent. My agent is Ginger Deasy. And she's a terrific person, and she's got me a lot of work. I started out working as an extra, and I was on a lot of different movies as characters. They started giving me cameo shots and all. I was in Celebrity with Woody Allen and Melanie Griffith and Joe Mantegna. And from there, I met Ginger. I got introduced to her, and she hooked me up and sent me out on a couple of leads with the Sopranos. And the first time I got there, I went in front of David Chase, and I had five pages to do. And I read them, and they told me I nailed it perfectly. And they called you back for a second call. Well, we went ahead. That was in Long Island City over at the Silver Cup. And I stood in front of this room, and it was a big horseshoe. And inside this horseshoe was David Chase, Steve Buscemi, and everybody that was on the cast was sitting there, right? And they're reading the lines back and forth to me, and I'm going off and reading the lines. As I started reading the lines, all of a sudden I got so caught up on everybody in the place, I froze. I knew this like the back of my hand. You know, so they said to me, well, you want to start it again. So we started again, and I had the script in my pocket. So they told me, they says, well, pull it out and read it from the script. But I refused to do that because I knew it from heart. But I was so tied in with everybody that I was overwhelmed. That was everybody on the set there that I just like froze. So I didn't get the part. But what happened was, a week later, they called me in because they really liked me. And they said, okay, they're going to give me a part that didn't have 5 pages. Okay, it was a bit part, but it was a really good part. It was right in the middle with all the Sopranos. I actually had a tagline that I use now, cool guy, you know, and I got to talk with Tony Soprano, and I got to talk to John, you know, and Pussy, and everybody was in that section there. It was a great opportunity, and it really picked up my career. From there, I moved on to Criminal Intent. I opened up with Chris North, and the whole show was about me. They made me Big George Bronson, who was a bookie, and supposedly this guy Tarantello, I had set up a bomb in his car, and it was all wrapped around the Italians. There was at the time, which was a true story, actually happened, where they had the mafia and the cops. I don't know if you remember this story.
I know nothing about
back
the
in
mafia.
'98. Okay.
No.
So what happened was that they shot that film and we did it. I don't know. It was kind of crazy, but it was a great part. They had me on the table. They shot me. I had an opening line. I was in a car looking for papers, and the cops came and shot me. And I got 14 bullets in the groin and in the kneecaps. And then they had me on the tables on a slab, and then they buried me in cement. It was like kind of crazy, but I'm still getting residuals from that. You know,
That's just great.
at that time.
Well,
And talk a little bit about what I have here on my desk. I don't know if the camera can get it, but
Lotto.
Lotto.
That's the latest movie that I produced. It took me a year to produce it. All right, it's my 5th one that I've made so
Right.
far. I've written 27 scripts so far in my life, and I'm working on another one right now, and I just got offered to do another movie called God's Children by Alex Laperkia, who happens to be a very well-known writer on Amazon, and I'll be doing his movie shortly. And Lotto has Joe Regano in it, Christina Fontanelli, James Saccone, and James Saccone is doing very well right now. He's on every show that you see on TV, Suits, Believe, Boardwalk Empire. He was on Sopranos. He's been on anything. His career is just like picking up. And I asked him, I said, how did you get all these parts? You know, he says, Jerry, he says, I took the movie from you.
Wow.
He says, I showed him my movie, you know, that you did, because he was a co-star in this movie. He says, and they loved my acting. He says, and I've been getting parts ever since. So he really thanked me. And everybody, it seems like, that's been on this movie right now is really doing very well. Their careers are booming, you know, so the rating on Lotto is really jumping sky high. You can get that on Amazon.com. It's $9.99.
$9.99, Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Pick it up, guys. I mean, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Let me ask you, what I always wanted to ask, working with the guys from The Sopranos,
Yeah.
who would you say would be your favorite out of all these guys here? Who did you get along with the most? I mean, I'm sure you interacted with them out off the screen. Who was the guy that you would say, I would like to have this guy over for dinner?
Well, Jimmy was really nice to talk with. You know, I was able to. He was very close to me. You know, he took me in. He kind of took me in. You know, I've been at his house, and he's a really nice guy. Other guys, you know, a lot of the Sopranos originally came from jail.
Right.
So, like you have Tony Sirico,
Yep.
whose real name actually and probably people don't know this, is Jerry Sirico.
Didn't know
And he did 12 years for manslaughter, I believe. You
that. I
know.
didn't know that. I knew that
Oh.
he spent time in.
And it was really funny because, like we say, well, you know, in the industry, well, you know, you're a DJ, and I know you, I don't know, 40 years.
Right, right.
You know, and I started out in the karaoke business. You know, I had one of the largest karaoke companies around.
K&L Productions.
K&L Productions was actually Karaoke Nightlife
Right.
at the time, and then I opened up clubkaraoke.com.
And that's still going?
That's still on.
Right.
Yeah, that's still on. And I was able to build the whole production company from all that. It was great, you know. I had 6 girls working for me. We were doing 6 shows a night, 7 days a week. It was like crazy.
I remember, I'm going back maybe 20 years ago, and I would go by Jerry's place there, and he always had his hands in something, whether it was with the camera, filming models, doing the singing, movie directing.
Yeah.
And I knew one day, I said, you know, this guy's got that look, he's got the talent, and I said, one day he's going to do something. Here I am watching TV, and we lost contact.
Right.
And I'm saying to my wife, I'm like, whoa, rewind that. I said, that's Jerry Russo, that's JR. She's like, you know him? I said, of course I know him. You don't know him. I know him. And you also do a lot of charity. Why don't you talk about that?
I do. Well, lately I've been, you know, I became very, I wouldn't say, I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual. And I believe that God's been watching out for me. You know, I recently have had kidney problems. I'm sure everybody knows that. I've written it on the internet. I've lost my kidneys. I'm on dialysis. And I'm waiting on a kidney transplant right now. All right, but I do, I'm in 200 communities right now, from Rhode Island to Florida, that we do all assisted living homes right now. And I go in there for 1 hour a day and I sing for them. And they love it. They love it. And because I've been on The Sopranos and Criminal Intent and everything else that I've done, my bio. By the way, if anybody wants to check me out, you can go to knlproductions.com, and you can see all the scripts that I've written there and everything about us, what we do, okay? Or you can go to jerryrusso.net, which is my own for singing and all.
How about a phone number, Jeff?
646-216-8420.
Very good. Very good.
And I'm having a great time. We do 28 shows a month, at least. You know, we've been going really strong. And, like, you know, we go from one time from another. You know, we go from Connecticut. Like next week, we're in Rhode Island.
Right.
You know, January, the whole month of January, from the second week of January to February, we're going to be touring Florida and working down there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Enzio, before we hit to a commercial and we bring Jerry up to sing,
Yes.
do you have any questions for our guest?
No, I wanted to ask you, I think you alluded to Jimmy, meaning James
James Gandolfini?
Yeah, that's how was it working with him? That was how I was
He was a terrific guy. He did have a problem. He had anxiety on the show, and there was always on the show there was always an ambulance there on the set for him.
Wow.
Because he always suffered from anxiety. But a very, very nice guy. I mean, he'd take the shirt off for you. I mean, you know, very calm. You know, I don't know if it's from meds.
Right.
But he was a really nice guy. But, you know, then you turn around to Tony Sirico, who's a...
It's a nut.
He's a
nut.
Yeah, I wouldn't say... I would say asshole, but I'm not allowed to say that.
No, you can say asshole. I mean, I never cursed on my show, but
I'll just tell you this, like,
a lot of assholes.
You know, like I was, you know, I lost track of what I was saying to you before about we go back together and being a DJ and doing karaoke and being in the business and everything. You get to meet a lot of people and doing it as an entertainer, as I am as a singer also. You know, I sang to a lot of people, and I'm talking about a lot of people that are connected. So what happened was when I was on The Sopranos, I was sitting down at the table. We were in the casting. We were sitting there, you know, and we had just finished. We just broke for a part, and I was sitting there, and I had my camera, so I wanted to take a picture of everybody. So I said, "Do me a favor, guys, can you all get together so I get a picture?" And Tony turns around to me and says to me, he says, "Yo," he says, "who do you think you are that you can take this picture?" I says, "Well, last night I had dinner with what's his name? Sonny Francesi."
Oh, okay.
So he says to me,
He's a spiritual guy too now.
"Take the picture."
All right. On that note, we got to take a commercial break. When we come back, you're going to hear the sounds of JR, Jerry Russo. Sit tight. We'll be right back.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! I don't. Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce dryer bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power! Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power!
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
And we're back live on Madhouse TV, and here he is, Jerry Russo. Enjoy.
Thank you, Vinny. Well, on The Sopranos, I had the pleasure of working with Frankie Valli, who was my idol as I grew up. So I'm going to be doing a couple of his songs today for you. You, Frankie.
This is the life of illusion, wrapped up in trouble, laced with confusion. What are we doing? We take the pressure and we throw it away. Conventionality belongs to yesterday. There is a chance we can go too far. We stop believing now. We can be who we are. This is the word. It's got good, it's got meaning. This is the time, is the place, is the motion. This is the way we are feeling. Yeah. This is the word, is the word, it's the word. It's got good, it's got meaning. This is the time, is the place, is the motion. This is the way we are feeling. This is the word, is the word, is the word, is the word, is the word.
Thank you, thank you. This next song is also another Frankie Valli song. Was redone by Frankie Valli. And it's one of my favorite songs. I think you'll like it. That's not the one. But we'll do it. This is an original song. Oh, I guess we have a little bit of a situation.
Live TV, baby.
That's right, live TV. Number 3. Okay. This is an original song that I wrote called God's Child. I hope you enjoy it. Look up, little children, look up in the sky. Hear Father calling you. Look up and say why, for you cannot see. You know He is there. Look up, little children. Look up and beware. Step aside, I'm moving on. My future's in His hands. I'm just a lonely one who never understands. Oh, why did you leave and make me feel this way? I pray and I pray I'll make it someday. Look up, all my children. Look up in the sky. I'm here watching over you. I'm right at your side. So listen, all my children. Listen what I say, and hear what I'm saying. Let Him show you the way. You know He won't hurt you. Just let Him in, and then He'll forgive you. you're watching, only you. I'm right at your side. The angels will sing. A soul will abide. And that's when I'll take you to my home in the sky. So listen, all my children, listen what I say. Your father is all you have. Let him show you the way. You know he won't hurt you. Your father loves you so. Look up, little children. Look up and let go. You know that he loves you. With all of his heart. Look up, little children. Till death do us part. Thank you. This original song is God's Child.
What do we got next, Jeff? What do we got next, Dan? We're coming up with you for this last one.
Okay.
All right. I want to wish everybody out there a very happy Easter, and thank you for tuning in. And we hope you enjoy Jerry Russo. Here he is. Come on.
Thank you, Vinny. One riding guideline that taught me wrong from right. I found in my mother's eyes. Those baby tales she told that rolled off head with gold. I found in my mother's